2, 3. X-Rated, the X-Men animated review show.
Pipe down, would you? We're trying to keep a low profile.
No, we're not. We're trying to increase our profile. Welcome, X-Goons, to X-Rated, the X-Men animated review show.
They don't know what they're getting into.
Well, some of them do. If you're new here, it's not. You're getting in. You're getting into the deep end in the X-Men world, I think. But you're also getting into the deep end of fun. Because that's what we do here. But who are we? Well, that's a great question, isn't it?
What is the meaning of this? Who are you?
Who are you?
Well, I am your host on the left, Icehorn. And I have a co-host.
Look at the size of him.
He's ginormous. Juggled these nuts, he calls himself. Wow. I mean, we are the X-Rated show, so that's all. It's all fair ball.
I gave up on trying to find another way to fit my name into the same 8 characters that always show up on the show. Few new ones this time, I guess, but nothing too monumentous. I don't even think anything really got names. Nothing that really shows up in the IMDb anyway.
That's the thing that this show doesn't do. Like X-Men TAS would throw names at you, even for like some of these rando characters.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. You just pick some random guy that's in the corner. It's like, Lee Ring or something.
Yeah. But yeah, so we're your hosts.
You are atrocities.
Oh well.
Jesus, it's rough.
Yeah. It's hard to. How do we follow that? I mean,
atrocities. I mean, they can't. Yeah, that's you can go pretty hard in the paint, but atrocities is hard to come back from. I mean,
it's one of the worst things I think I've ever been called.
I'd say so. It's up there for sure.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna have some fun anyway, I think. Yeah.
I disagree. No, I'm just kidding.
We're here we're X-Rated Evolution, and we're gonna review X-Men Evolution Season 3, Episode 2, The Stuff of Heroes here tonight. And it was written by Bob Forward and Greg Johnson and directed by
great
Kurt
name.
Gaeta.
Bob Forward is a great name.
Well, I got to tell you, they lucked out because, they could have been stuck with Bob Backward.
Or Bob Backlund for the wrestling fans out there.
That's true. Pre or post snap?
Bob Backlund, when he's running for president, or that one, maybe crossface chicken wing brought him.
Plebeian Bob Backlund, you plebeians.
You plebeian, yes, right.
Yeah.
Forgot about that. Yes, I guess I never realized how much my answer character when I was a heel wrestler I took from him. Most of it was from the genius Lanny Poffo, but there was a good chunk of it that was Bob Backlund too.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Should we get into this episode, or do you want to have a chat? How are you? How you doing?
Tired, sore. I wrestled on the weekend, so I'm just kind of coming back. Got another wrestling show this weekend, so there's that.
Did you win?
No.
You're
Both
on a
times I
losing
lost.
streak there,
I tell
son. Maybe you're getting too old for this game. These young,
you know what?
Just slapping you around the ring.
I got
over the ropes.
In wrestling, I'm going to get a little inside baseball with you here. Getting paid is winning, so I won twice. So it's like
paid?
No, I just mean the idea like you're doing a job. So you're performing, but it's like doing theater like professionally. So if you play
not
a role,
belts with this guy.
If you play,
it's just about the money.
That's what it should be for anybody out there that's listening. That's an independent wrestler. That's what it should be. Worry about that.
You'd make a fine Ferengi, the blessed
belts don't matter, man. When I started running my own federation, one of the first things I did was take the belt off myself because I did not want to be that guy that was running a promotion and also gives himself the title. But also, I don't need it. And not to like toot my own horn, but I'm a local guy. I'm really popular. I don't need to be the champion. Let the other guys that need it use it to build their characters and make it better. I'm all about enhancing other people, telling good stories. That's all I want to do.
You sound like a young Vince McMahon, and look how that turned out.
Well, I don't do any of that stuff. That's for sure. It's like to put that on the record.
All right, that's where the similarities right
that and I just finished my renovating my basement.
I saw the picture. It looks very nice.
Thank you. Turned out well. I got the shelf. The last part was basically to get I finished everything on the week of Sunday, but then the last part was to kind of get the pictures back up and also get I bought a new shelf for the board games, the big one in the corner.
Yeah, you got some good looking wood down there.
on the floor, you mean?
Yeah, like the whole place looks like you got some good hardwoods up in that place.
Oh yeah, the slat walls are kind of like a weird wood. They had to replace the insurance company had to replace them. They're fixing the thing, and I'm impressed how well they did. They get the sideboards it's almost like hardwood click flooring in a wall. That they had to match the paint and stuff. They did a really good job. The flooring in the kitchen still needs to be done, but we're almost there.
Speaking of wood.
Yeah? You want a raw tough guy? Then take it raw!
Oh yeah, right. Yes, that is on this episode. I don't know if you noticed we were peeking through my pictures. Did you see the extreme amount of Marvel zombie side games I have?
I didn't actually zoom in that close on your board game collection.
So on where the Galactus is, that's actually I part of the zombie side game. So the Marvel Zombie. Have you ever played Zombie Side?
Nope.
It's like a board game where you work collectively to work. You get from one end of the map to the other, or try to sell some other things. There's lots of different scenarios. You put the tiles down, and there are a bunch of different tiles to make the plates the area. But the regular game is you're kind of just like surviving, trying to get through. And they have characters that have abilities, but then they do all these extra versions. There's like a medieval version, an Old West version, and recently they teamed up with Marvel and did a Marvel Zombies version, which I kickstarted. And because they always want like I don't know $200,000, and they always make like $5 million.
Marvel needs a Kickstarter.
No, the company that makes the game does, not Marvel.
Just to pay for the Marvel license.
Oh well, probably, but the company, come on, I think is the company CMON. I mean, they always do crazy. Come on, they always do crazy well in these. So I'm not sure why they keep kickstarting, but I mean, I'll take it because
people
you get
like
all this
model.
Well, you get all this extra stuff, like when it hits these stretch goals that are like in the millions beyond the 500,000 they wanted, you get all this crazy extra stuff, and there's extra packs, and so I pretty much got everything unique, like. And it came with this giant Galactus. You can swap the head out to be Zombie Galactus or regular Galactus. And in the games, you can play as the heroes or the zombified heroes. So you're either playing as heroes trying to stop the zombies and fight the zombified your friends, or you can play as the zombified versions that are trying to eat as many people as possible. And the special people that attack you are your former friends that are still a lot living heroes. So you get like perks from killing people because you're eating them, and it's a super fun board game.
Sounds cool.
I've always liked the zombie side model, and the fact that they brought the Marvel zombies to it. I kind of went nuts on it because I really wanted it. They did do a DC one as well, Deceased, which I did kickstart, but I don't know when I'm going to get that because I think they're running into some issues with tariffs from China and stuff to get them delivered. So we'll see. Hopefully they come soonish.
Oh, tariffs.
That's it. I went and saw a movie in Halifax yesterday when I got my IKEA shelf, and I'll talk about it at my movie recommendation. I'll talk about it at my movie recommendation.
All right, well, let's fire up the episode then.
Let's do it. Oh, I didn't share my screen yet, did I?
You did not.
There you
go. All right.
So we get one of the previously. Let's play previously.
Oh crap!
Yeah, shit.
We
come on now.
Got our
new segment.
I even updated the sound effect again.
Did it match this one?
Previously on X-Men Evolution.
Yep.
Nice.
All right, here we go.
But right now, we have a world out there to worry about. A world that fears us. Somehow we must teach them that we are the good guys before it's too late.
Yep.
Too late.
That was last episode. Great episode. 2 10s across the board. not sure of my rating yet till we get to the end, but this is another good episode. I'm on board. This show is totally started this season with a new status quo, and it's kind of amazing.
Yeah, I agree.
It's almost like I think this might have been an X point, but whatever. It's almost like resetting to the beginning, like where an X-Men show would have started. Like it's like the usual status quo. It's like Cyclops is leading the X-Men. Wolverine's at odds with the team a little bit. Professor X is nowhere to be seen. Like it's kind of the usual, But that's comforting and awesome and the usual for a reason. Yeah, let's get
interesting. Oh yeah, so we just get the what happened last week, Jazz. Yep. But then we see the police kind of taking stock of all of the damage from the initial fight that caused this. Seeing all these sort of safeguards and stuff in place that are kind of dangerous. And we get some sensationalist news stories about mutants, living among us and how we feel with that.
Still freaking out because of that fight with the Sentinel.
Yeah.
The X-Men had a fight.
I'd be super interested to know that, hey, we got mutants now in the real world setting. We found out also giant robots. I'd be like, oh, that's cool. We got some giant robots now. I mean, I don't really want to see them. I don't really know. I guess if you think about it, if you see a news story of people with powers fighting a giant robot, you're not really going to know who's the good guy and who's the bad guy in that situation.
The politician in this episode accuses Storm and Beast of building the Sentinel and just losing control of it.
It's funny how sort of reminiscent this was of a movie I just watched. The movie I just watched, which I'll explain later. So. And those of you listening along, if I'll probably drop a few references like that throughout this, and see if you can guess what movie I saw by the end. So
I'm gonna get. I like a good guessing game.
Well, okay, it's a new movie. I'll give you. That's the only hint I'll give you. It's in the theaters now.
I lose already. Fantastic Four.
No, it's not until this weekend. Oh yeah, I gotta go see it this weekend. Maybe we'll go Friday night.
I can't wait.
You had a wrestle Saturday, but man, you don't know how long I can wait.
Yeah, I'm going this week. I can't wait for that one.
Yeah, I'm pretty pumped. Do you see Superman yet?
No, I mean
double bill it. Go see Superman. It's really good, dude.
I believe you. I just don't care. Anyone could tell me there's a good Superman movie or Batman movie. It doesn't make me want to go see it.
Look, and you guys already gave away. You already gave away my picks for your Quebec movies in the new episode because you couldn't figure out what movies in the list that I gave you.
Did Murphy do that? That's right.
No, you start listing off. You're reading through them. You start listing off all the ones from the Quebec episode I suggested.
I did.
Like, no, somebody did. It was either you or Murphy.
I think it was Murphy.
So you're going through the chat chain, and then you're like, "Oh no, wait, it's these ones." The ones that are animated, obviously. Good episode. It was a lot of fun. I like. Is Jody the guy that we played the games with that time? We did the game episode?
Yep.
Okay, that's the way I thought. Fun episode. Yeah, it was fun. I like that you and Murphy don't scream at each other for like 15, 20 minutes anymore. It's nice.
And under 2 hours.
Yes, also appreciate it. Yes.
Wasn't that amazing?
Yeah, it was amazing. I have never seen Paprika. I'll have to go watch that.
You'll probably like it.
I know it's, very reminiscent of... actually, there's a movie when you guys talked about, Jody mentioned there's the movie that Paprika sort of ripped off that was before Inception.
Strange Days, wasn't it?
The Strange Days, yes, the Captain Bigelow movie. That's what I meant to tell you. So even post that, I think it's post that. What year did Strange Days come out?
Like 96, 98, 90s.
Strange Days. Excuse me, came out in 95.
Okay.
So the movie that I honestly think it came out that I honestly think Nolan owes more to than Paprika, probably, is came out in 1999 by David Cronenberg called Existence.
Oh, I used to watch Existence on the Movie Network quite a bit.
It's a great. I watched we moved into our old place when we were renting a house, and
I remember about that one.
I remember we spent the weekend unpacking the entire house, and I finished on Sunday, and then I went and I watched Inception as like a gift to myself, and I really enjoyed it. I went back to the house, and then like a couple of days later, I was on the Movie Network because we got it free with then we hooked up the East Link for a while. And I remember I watched that, and I remember watching the movie going, "Oh my god!" Because I'd just seen Inception, which is probably why they were featuring it so much on the movie network. And I was like, this movie owes an awful lot to this one. Both great movies, but
Existence with a capital Z.
Yes, a capital X, actually. I think it's like E capital X, and then the rest are lowercase, I think.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, it's a great movie. So we see Wolverine and Rogue. Rogue is upset that she looks fat in the picture of herself on the TV.
Look at me. I look fat. Do I look that fat to you?
Do I look that fat to you?
And he's like, keep it down. We're trying to be, And then she's like, I'm putting these cupcakes back. Like she had cupcakes that she's going to get, and she puts them back. She's worried about her figure. I guess she's a teenage girl. She's 11.
Yeah,
of course.
She wears see-through clothing most of the time.
That is true. But of course, they one of the police recognize her. Wolverine pops the old claws, and there's a bit of a shootout.
Yeah.
And we cut back to the other. No, so that's the intro.
It's a new intro.
Yeah. Then we get the kind of rundown where they escape using Rogue's powers and Wolverine's on the bikes. They get out. There's new stories, of course, about an altercation with mutants in the store. We see Wolverine's face on the telly. I use terms like telly now. On the weekend during wrestling, I said, let me check my shedge. And then I immediately stopped and looked at the guy and said, I don't normally say shedge. I'm not sure what happened. I'm not that guy. I say, the
schedule kind of guy.
I just don't normally shorten it to shedge. So then, of course, they're having a congressional hearing on, what to do with this mutant problem. This woman looks like she is baking cookies and not isn't the congressional hearing when like all the senators? Yeah, this guy seems like he has something important to tell her. He's pointing at her and everything.
We are mutants, and this witch hunt is going to stop now.
Just imagine that line coming from Allison Seeley Smith.
Agreed. Look at this guy. Look at old pointy head over here.
Piss their pants. Right?
Look at this point. The point in this guy's head right here.
That is quite the cone head there. Yep. I will.
So yes, this is literally the same line, which is funny. So then we see. I don't know what decade we're living in. People are riding the rail still in the show, to get around in the country. So you have like the railway cop reporting to the regular cop that he found a stowaway in the train, which is Juggernaut.
We got a mutant on our hands.
Yeah, I think look at him.
He's a
like until he gets up and starts like destroying stuff. They're like they just think he's a normal dude. And they're like, oh, we got a mutant. It's like look at him.
Big fella.
Yeah. I like this costume. Kind of sleek.
Yep.
Hey, Lebowski. What's going on, buddy? Part of the show? All right.
And they put his eyes closer together, so it like
he looks a little less insane. Yeah. So yeah, he of course fucks those guys up and takes off. We see the rest of the X-Men still hiding in a cave. Jean kind of reaches out to Scott. Just hold on, let me get back to where I was here. I don't know, Shotgun Iceman rig up a tiny handheld TV so that everyone can watch the hearings, which is pretty funny.
How's the reception from here?
Lousy, like your timing.
Oh, Nightcrawler.
Yeah. Of course, there's a bit of a scuffle between Scott and...
this is... Iceman and Kitty are so cool with their powers in this episode.
Yeah, they Iceman uses his powers to make like a big screen to project the TV, which is cool.
But that statue thing him and Kitty does is awesome too.
Yeah, he freezes Kitty and then she faces through it so that she's like a stand holding the phone.
It's amazing. Like
it actually is a really unique. Yeah, I was very impressed with that. I thought like that's a really cool little thing. So yeah, of course they extend it out so that it makes like a big screen so that they can all see it instead of trying to fight to see the TV screen.
Cool.
Logan and Rogue get there, of course. Logan wants to fight. Cyclops says they can't, like they have to preserve what Xavier wanted, and he wouldn't want them hurting regular people because that's only going to enforce their hatred of mutants. Logan says the military is the enemy and they have to fight. Cyclops says he won't. Wolverine basically.
We're the X-Men, Wolverine. We're not kids anymore. You trained us. And you know something? We're good.
Yeah, they have a cool scene where he shows to use their powers well to deflect the military. But it also seems like the least Wolverine thing to do, where he's like, all right, well, if you're not going to listen to me on your own, he just leaves. Like this Wolverine doesn't seem like he would do that.
I don't know. That's an early Wolverine thing for sure. He was always just like, well, screw you guys.
Yeah, but he's also been teaching them all for a long
Yeah,
time.
no, for this Wolverine, it kind of makes
Yeah.
no sense. But for Wolverine in general, it's right on brand.
So then the X-Kids managed to disable the jets, and a lot of use their powers in very cool ways to disable the jets.
Yeah.
Jean, like, just literally use her powers to move them right down to the ground. Elsewhere, we see the news vans following police cars are on the chase after Juggernaut. They come across a pile of wrecked cars. Juggernaut's heading for a huge dam. Back at the hearing, we see they show the news coverage of Juggernaut's rampage to show dangerous mutants there. He's wrecking a tank. And this guy says that all mutants are monsters, or when Hank continued to kind of argue. Kids pick up coverage of the hearings on the jet, find out the Juggernaut's on the loose. Jean and Scott argue over whether or not they should get involved. Jean asks Scott Xavier wants them to do. Meanwhile, we see Juggernaut getting closer to destroying the dam. Cyclops realize the dam, of course, destroyed the city, so they're evacuating everyone in the town below the dam.
And of course, Cyclops' powers, the ones you definitely want around a dam.
Yes. But, Cyclops realized what Xavier would do is have them stop Juggernaut. So as Juggernaut goes on and fucks up the military who come to stop him, the X-Men arrive and go after him.
Man, they really got to stop messing with like Hulks and Juggernauts and stuff.
Agreed.
It never goes well for them. Just a waste of equipment.
So we see a lot of the X-Men fighting him with using their own powers, and Nightcrawler getting the pilots to safety when the imposing for the camera when he drops them off. I think with Juggernaut finally like, kids now. Like, were you paying attention when they fought you before?
Yeah, but then he's just like, you don't have your daddy here to protect you this time.
That's true. His brother, or half brother. They fixed the whole Juggernaut main the dam while Kurt gets people to safety. Juggernaut finally busts into the dam wall, and Cyclops and him get into an altercation. Basically, they try to distract him while using their various powers. Who manages to make a hole. The X-Men are trying to fix it. Cyclops kind of goes to war with him, taking off his visor to give the full force of his abilities to Juggernaut, knocking off his helmet into the water as well.
Yeah? You want a raw tough guy? Then take it raw!
He's raw jugging it.
He is right. He's juggling these nuts.
Yep.
So we see Cyclops full power, and then eventually he does manage to put Juggernaut back, but then Juggernaut manages to fight through it and then grab Cyclops around the head to stop him. Which is like kind of cartoon logic to me, because he's palming Cyclops' head for a good 40 seconds. He could have just crushed him.
He could have crushed him. Yeah.
Easily. Like, he just gets distracted enough by the other guys to not just go like this. Like,
he's lucky by grabbing him that didn't crush his head. Like,
that's
Cyclops
true.
Is very lucky there. He's picking you up like a delicate flower, or else you'd be in big trouble.
But Nightcrawler, the other guys attack him, and Nightcrawler reports Cyclops to safety, and Rogue absorbs his powers, weakening him, and then she beats the hell out of him. They freeze him into a block of ice and toss him into the ocean, into the water, and he floats away.
Yep, pretty great. Nightcrawler teleporting all around to undo his helmet was really cool too.
Well, this is like a fully televised display of the X-Men doing something good. Like, Juggernaut was obviously going to destroy the dam until they showed up and stopped him. So back at the hearing, the guy's shocked that the mutants helped them, and he asks, "What did they do?" And Rogue tells them they've done what they were trained to do: use their powers for good. On the dam, Rogue collapses from her power. Jean and Cyclops rush to help her. She said she absorbed a huge part of Juggernaut's mind, and then she knew where Xavier was because of it. And then they cut to the prison that was keeping Juggernaut in check has now been reused to put Professor X in there. I always think it's funny when they put people in stasis tubes in full clothing. Like, they just be soaked.
Yeah,
super uncomfortable.
Come out of there pretty soaked and slimy.
I want to see him naked. I just want to see naked Xavier floating in there.
It ties the episode together really nice, though.
It actually does.
Explains Juggernaut. It's like, why is Juggernaut here? They're on a train all of a sudden. It's because Mystique just broke him out and put him on a train.
And this guy that is a mysterious government facility that Xavier has a connection to, so he doesn't know how Xavier got in there or how Juggernaut got out. And they mentioned that Mystique did it. We then see Wolverine appear in his new costume. which is almost exactly the same as his Ultimate X-Men costume. Like almost exactly. It is really close.
I would say exactly, really. Yep.
You tell Cyclops he did good. Now they found Xavier. They get him out of the tank and kind of explain to him what happened. Later on, we see the president giving a speech saying the X-Men have been cleared of all charges. The real villain behind the Sentinel. Like, I always love when they're just like, oh yeah. It's like this is a weird reference, but in the Ben Affleck Daredevil movie, when after he like gets in the fight with Kingpin at the end, he just goes, they hear sirens coming. Kingpin's like, he goes, didn't you hear the words out on who the Kingpin is? And it's just like, what? How did that happen? Like, so very similarly.
Ben Urich, maybe?
Yeah, but they're on the director's cut of that movie, which actually is quite good. It features Coolio, who was cut out of the original movie. It does explain how they managed to use being a lawyer to take down the Kingpin, which makes a lot more sense.
Oh, very cool.
If you ever get a chance to watch that. But anyway, later the president
have seen it because I used to like that movie quite a bit.
Yeah, so did I.
On DVD, it might have been.
Oh yeah, me too. I might still have it actually. I don't know, but do I have the Blu-ray of it? It must. Seems like something I would have gotten.
I mean, as far as Daredevil content goes these days, it doesn't probably hold up as well.
I don't think I do have the Blu-ray of it, but I definitely have the DVD of it. I watched it a lot.
Oh, shameful.
Well, I'm sure I can get it. So anyway,
the
they say
Criterion release.
Oh man, Criterion just announced their new releases. They always put out like a bunch of horror themed ones for Halloween. So like they're at what's coming out in October now, and they're doing Guillermo del Toro's Nightmare Alley, which is an awesome movie. And it's gonna have the black and white cut on it too, so you can watch it in black and white. They're also doing A History of Violence, which is another movie I deeply love.
Me too.
And Altered States, the Ken Russell movie, which is also a wild movie. It's really cool. Anywho, so we see that I'm guessing maybe because now that the X-Men have been cleared of charges, they told on Bolivar Trask and got him. That's the only way I can kind of So anyway, Bolivar Trask was put in jail for attacking the mutants first. He says that everyone should be more open-minded about mutants, and that from now on, they should be free of any prosecution. And we see Magneto watching this intently with his crew. I don't know if
and there you have it. The president's position that the mutant population should be free from persecution. But will it work? That remains to be seen. This is Frank Lee speaking. Good night.
Yeah, end of episode.
Yep. All right. Well, I guess it's time for us to rate this thing. Or it's X points first. I never remember. No, we rate it first, don't we?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, we do. I don't know why that confuses me so much. I'm tired, Andre.
I'm very tired as well, so. We're in the same boat, my friend.
Bad because I'm drinking some Earl Grey.
And there you have it. The president's position.
Oh, why is that playing again? Anyway.
How shall we proceed, sir? By making a call.
Ratings from 1 to X. You go first.
9. It's pretty great.
Yeah, I was juggling between 9 and 10, but I think I'll go 9. I don't think
only 10 because it's like the third time we've seen Juggernaut. It's kind of been the same thing every time. So
yeah,
he did. And why is he attacking a dam?
I mean, did Mystique tell him to? I don't.
Yeah, Mystique broke him out last time too. So that was gonna be one of my X points actually. Is that it's the second time Mystique is broken?
Now.
All right. First X point.
I agree with you. 9 for some. Same reasons. I think.
Okay. So X first.
There's no point.
There's no point.
No point at all. So this is the second time Mystique is just broken in the same facility and gotten Juggernaut out. What's the point of even keeping him there? Obviously, they're not prepared to prevent Mystique from breaking him out. So she was going to break him out for a third time.
They're certainly not prepared for her.
They should be after the first time he broke her out, or at least figure out something.
They'd have to have I don't know,
a password or something that only the people know that before they let him in the building. So she can't just impersonate someone to walk in.
Password.
The eagle flies at midnight.
And the rolling rabbit gathers no moss.
Mm-hmm. That's a good one. Good password.
All right. Well, my first one is The Rogue Wolverine tandem in the beginning of this was very reminiscent of X1. And
Oh yeah, yeah. I guess I didn't think about that either.
this episode in general, and even I guess maybe even this season, no, but really just this episode, especially with the Wolverine look change and everything, really feels like the echoes of the movies are now being felt on this show. Because before it wasn't really; it just seemed to be doing its own thing, other than maybe the high school setting. But there's always been students.
Yeah, I wonder if it's like they just have to match the movies now. You know, like the direction was, hey, match the movies now, or get closer to the movies.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering too. But anyway, back to you.
Oh, where's my points here? Number 2. I don't know if this is true, but this showed up on the internet. I think it's interesting. It says several of the sound effects and grunts that the female reporter uses are the same ones as used for Natalia Simonova from the 007 GoldenEye game for the N64.
That's pretty.
I don't know if it's the same voice actor, so they just use those same sound bites or what. But anyway, I don't know if that's true.
That's nostalgia.
But it's an interesting deep dive into my childhood. Because I played that shit of that game. Slappers only.
We all did. Yeah, slappers only. Or like, what was it called when it was one hit kill?
Oh, the Golden Gun.
The Golden Gun mode, yeah. Yeah, that was crazy. Crazy game. Yeah, anyone our age put a lot of hours into that in Mario Kart.
In Perfect Dark. In Mario Kart 64. WrestleMania 2000.
When Perfect Dark came out, like, you had to get an upgrade for your 64 or it wouldn't even run.
Oh, I remember there was like a magazine article that was like one of those, those gaming magazines that were all the rage around that time period.
Oh, yeah.
Where they had like a model that looked like the girl from the game. Oh man, no, it wasn't Nintendo Power. It was like,
no, it was one of those other ones, like
because it was pretty provocative, and I think that was like a bit of an awakening for me sexually as a teenager.
What was one of them, Electronic Gaming Monthly or something?
Yeah, it might have been that one. Yeah. Because I remember, she was she looked amazingly close to like what the game was pixels and polygons, so it wasn't like
it looked great for the time. That game.
But yeah.
Yeah. All right, back to me. Gene's TK effect that they came up with for this episode. They use it 2 or 3 times, and it looks amazing. Like the way they just sort of bend the frame, and it looks like a bubble at the same time. The animation on that is crazy. Yeah, Gene's telekinesis. Check that out.
Third point for me.
Yep.
This is the first time in the series you really see Logan and Scott argue, which is why it's starting to feel more like the original series because they argued all the time. So I thought it was interesting to see them kind of get into an argument, and it seems like it's getting closer. It's almost like when people are like, I heard this reference that made me laugh a lot on a podcast I listened to, and they're talking about like the modern style of making TV shows, like Netflix and these series, and it said if they'd made a TV show called Surf Dracula in the 70s or 80s. Every episode that motherfucker would be surfing and be kicking ass and ending every episode on a wave. If they made that show today for Netflix, it would be episode 9 out of 10 episodes before he even gets the surfboard.
Yeah,
The last episode, for 5 minutes, you'd see him he kicks some ass while surfing, and it made me laugh so hard because it's true. It's 100% true. So it's almost like we had 2 seasons kind of setting up to get to the status quo, and now we're kind of there, which is nice.
It's like Netflix Daredevils. It's like, don't worry, he'll eventually wear a Daredevil costume. Not this.
At the end of season 1, and then they're going to do a whole other season in season 3 where they have him not in it again.
Yeah,
like just put him in the fucking costume. Like why are superhero shows? Why are superhero shows and movies so embarrassed to have their characters be superheroes?
The
let them be
ultimate one is
superheroes.
Making an Inhumans show, and then in the first few scenes, shaving Medusa bald. It's like, why even make an Inhumans show? Then?
Why?
You're just gonna shave her bald.
Why?
It makes no sense. But all right, back to me. I guess it's number 4 for me here. Jumpernaut. This Juggernaut jumps around a lot. More than we've ever seen Juggernaut jump in comics.
I like Jumpernaut. That's nice.
Yeah, Jumpernaut. This Jumpernaut in this series. He jumps around. He'll chase you and jump at you.
My
Oh my God,
fourth
my
one, is that
chickens
where
are
we're at?
freaking out over in that basement room. They must have jumped out of the box again.
You want to go deal with the chickens?
No, they'll probably just jump out of the box again. Can you hear
Okay.
them?
No? Wait.
Okay.
Yes, I can.
All right, then I'll go deal with them for a second.
Okay.
You do your next X point.
All right. My next X point was have to do with like some of the dialogue in this episode, which seems heavily elevated, and pretty clever and a little smart. They have a great line where Rogan Rogue gets back to the cave and Cyclops says, "What is it?" Rogue says, "Choppers. It shouldn't take them long to find us." And then the second she says it, the choppers appear. And then she goes, "Correction, it didn't take them that long to find us," which I thought was kind of a funny little bit of dialogue. And there's a few things like that that kind of show up throughout the episode that I thought was pretty clever. So I was happy to see some nice pithy dialogue show up in the show, because that was, some of what makes it good and fun and entertaining and elevates it in a level that works well for me. So sounds like the chickens may have been placated as I hear Davin returning. There he is. Chickens have been placated.
Oh man, I gotta get them out of that room.
No, are they too big
for that room? But they're
No.
not quite ready to intermingle with the bigger chickens, so I'm in this kind of weird phase. But I just walked in there and they've torn up that room. There is let's just say they made a big mess over everything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Are they in a box or
Deep
something
clean that
normally?
room. Yeah, but they're big enough now that they just jump out and then they run around the room and shit all over the floor, and
Oh, great.
it's pretty disgusting in there. I'm gonna have to clean that tomorrow.
Are these egg-laying chickens?
They
Are they-
will be.
All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just mentioned how some of the dialogue in this is kind of funny. Like when Rogue shows up and says, "Helicopters, they shouldn't take long to find us." Then the second she says that, immediately they appear, and she's like, "Correction, they didn't take long to find us."
Yeah,
So
that
was
was
like-
pretty great, actually. Yeah, the dialogue was good in this. The show's really coming around.
Yeah, it really
Back
has.
to me for my last.
I can see
one,
why it's Hanif's favorite show of all time.
Yeah, Hanif, maybe you weren't so crazy after all. Favorite of all time? I mean, that's still maybe a bit strong.
I think you said it's even better than
Strong
the best
tea.
movie, like Citizen Kane. I think you said it's like the.
Citizen Kane's so overrated.
What do you think's the best movie of all time, David?
Not Citizen Kane. Something far more entertaining than Citizen Kane.
No, it's the benchmark that is often mentioned. I don't necessarily. I actually have not seen it, so.
I saw it. I did see it one time. I think it might have been on A&E or something like that. I don't even know if I finished it, to be honest with you. I was like, this is the best movie ever. Iceman seems to be maybe a regular member of the team now, because this is the episode where they frame themselves as the X-Men. And he's there. The other youngins aren't. But Iceman's there. And, his powers were a big deal in this episode. And his powers are such that he can hang with the older kids and keep himself safe. So, yeah, it'd be interesting if he's just kind of a regular member now, not so much hanging with the younger kids, but hanging with the regular team.
Yeah, seemingly. My final point is the changing of Wolverine's costume. They don't really explain it. I don't really understand why he needs to change it. I guess maybe doesn't need to hide his face anymore. What?
We've angered the chief. We've angered
Oh.
Hanif, the chief.
Hey, I'm just saying what Davin said. Don't count me in this. Davin's the one that is,
Oh, I
playing-
think the Citizen Kane conversation was a separate conversation between you and Hanif.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well,
Yeah, so like the only thing the new Wolverine costume doesn't have is the trademark V they gave him in Ultimate X-Men, where he had like a V, like goatee going down his chin there. The costume
It's
did
never
change.
good when they try to modernize facial hair in characters.
The costume did change several
Remember
times.
They gave Cyclops a little soul patch for a while.
Oh, I forgot about that. Right, he did have a little soul patch. They do talk about the costume does change significantly throughout the series as well, but this is definitely the one he had at the beginning. Actually, no, it's the one he had a little later on, I think. It didn't come up until further on down the line.
What, in Ultimate?
Yeah.
What, he was just straight plain clothes until...
Early on, it was like a V. It was like black and made a V here, and then it was like yellow below it. But anyway, Because I'm looking at issues at like 70 and 80 and 40, 41, and he had it since then. But now the current Ultimate X-Men Wolverine has like a mask that covers his face, like the face part's covered too. Anyway,
No, it wasn't Citizen Kane. You asked Hanif. You said, Hanif, how did you feel about Avengers Endgame? And he said, well, it's no X-Men Evolution, that's for sure. Something like that, I think, is how the conversation.
I mean, I think you may have said that. I don't know. I was part of the conversation.
We'll ask Hanif sometime. To clear the air once and for all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all right. Let's move on to our next segment. Which is, of course,
Hey, check it.
I'll go first. So, a follow-up to this issue, Uncanny X-Men number 217, which of course features Juggernaut, which I think I recommended recently for some other reason. I don't quite recall. But what I'm actually recommending is the follow-up issue, which is Uncanny X-Men 218. And this is where, because like in this one, Juggernaut gets the better of Dazzler and like leaves her buried for dead. And then Rogue catches up to Juggernaut ahead of the rest of the team because, of course, he's faster. And, throws down with him for a bit. But the reason I picked this one is because it also features Juggernaut and a train.
Ooh.
He's not on the train. In fact, when the X-Men catch up to Rogue and Juggernaut's little throwdown, Rogue went flying into Juggernaut when she first gets there, and it like breaks this train track. But then like the train shows up, of course, because whenever you break a train track or a train bridge, it's right when the train's about to show up.
It's law. It's comic law. It's fiction law.
It's fiction law. Yeah, that's like every Superman cartoon ever in the 50s or whatever. So the train shows up, so she has to turn her attention to that. But what she does, which is very funny, is she grabs hold, because that's right when the team shows up. So she grabs hold of Longshot and just hucks him into the friggin' train, hoping his luck powers will save everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty funny. And then they get the better of Juggernaut and turn him over to the authorities, who of course will keep him for so long under lock and key. He definitely won't be out in a month or so. Yeah, but look, nice, awesome Art Adams cover there. Can't be.
That's beautiful. Beaut.
Yep. Yeah, check it out. Uncanny X-Men 218. Little throwdown. It's a good throwdown. It's got a lot of excitement happening. Psylocke's there. That's a good team. Rogue, Psylocke, Dazzler, and Longshot. That's a fun team.
Yeah, for sure.
Love that Outback era team.
Yeah, it sounds fun.
Yep. Oh, and there's some Havoc and Polaris in that episode too, but they're off doing something else. As is always the case with these old Claremont X-Men. There's always 3 storylines happening at once.
My recommendation is Amazing Spider-Man number 229 and 230.
Fight Juggernaut?
He fights Juggernaut. That's the famous Nothing Can Stop the Juggernaut storyline, in which Spider-Man alone has to stop Juggernaut from trying to take Madam Web after he is dispatched by Black Tom Cassidy to get her. And it's a 2-part story.
Oh, Black Tom's in this one too.
Oh, excellent. In which Spider-Man literally, it's one of those great seminal Spider-Man stories in which he faces odds way greater than he should be able to overcome. Manages to overcome them by sheer tenacity and will. So it's a great story. And when you look at like the top 10 Spidey stories of all time, it usually shows up in there. I believe it's written by Roger Stern, if I'm correct. Am I remembering?
That numbering sounds like Stern.
It was art by John Romita Jr. And
It should be Stern.
Roger Stern, yep.
This issue is called Charge of the Light Brigade, which is a fun title.
Nice.
Yeah, all right. Moving on to everyone's favorite segment. At least all you movie fans out there. And if you are a movie fan, It's fine.
But I like movies.
Which is fine.
What'd you go
It's
see in
fine.
theater in Halifax and not stop by and see me, Andre?
Well, you could have came with us. Although in the elevator to see the movie at Park Lane, I ran into one of the actors from the TV show From that I do background in. So that was
very
cool.
cool.
He was going to the gym. Uh,
Yeah. Was
what
it Harold Harold
Furneaux?
his last name? Yeah.
It was not. It was the guy that plays Kenny. I can't remember. His name's Ricky, I think. Anyway, I went and saw the new Ari Aster film, Eddington, starring Joaquin Phoenix and Emma Stone, Pedro Pascal.
He's in everything.
What's the guy that played Elvis? Austin Butler. Yeah, it's kind of, it's a very, like, Ari Aster's well known for making these kind of deeply disturbing movies. It's definitely not like a horror movie. It's more like a neo-noir Western, but definitely it takes place during COVID in a small town and what happens during a mayoral race between these two characters and also trying to deal with COVID. And it's very, very interesting, very well done. It's a lot to chew on, a lot to pick apart, and a lot to think about for a long time.
Based on a true story or something? It sounds like it, probably.
No, but
No?
it definitely, because like many of the things that we dealt with during that time, COVID, the George Floyd thing, and a lot of those other things are all kind of folded into the story, and you see people, how it affects people, and what they talk about, and the way the story plays out. But yeah, it's interesting because it's like a time period that's not that far long ago, but also one that seems like an eternity ago now that life's kind of gotten back to normal. And to kind of go back and be reminded about some of the more ridiculous aspects of that time period, even though it was only a few years ago, was very interesting. It's a very, very, very good movie. I really, really, really enjoyed it, and highly suggest it.
Well, I'll just say, go watch Citizen Kane to see if Hanif's right and it's not nearly as good as
Poor Hanif.
I know, we're picking on him real hard.
That's what he gets for being fans of our show.
I guess so. You get
Fuck you,
ridiculed in
Hanif. We're going to
public.
ridicule you every episode. Say misquote you constantly.
Yep.
We love you, Hanif. Thank you for
Yes, we
being a
do.
proud supporter of the show. We appreciate it.
Indeed. What else are we gonna do here? We got a little time.
Devin, I have a song stuck in my head.
Okay,
I tell you what song it is. You think you know who sings it?
maybe.
Everybody plays the fool. There's no exception to the rule.
Nope.
You know that song?
Nope.
1972. It's right in your wheelhouse.
Yeah, kinda.
The Main Ingredient, they were called.
Huh. Don't know.
I think that's like their one song anyway. It's in my
What's the
head
song
forever.
called?
Everybody plays the fool.
Oh. I feel like I do know that song. What's the?
You would hear it probably.
Yeah.
That's the chorus.
Oh, okay. Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well.
Also, I'll suggest another side movie.
Okay.
It's called Breakfast in America or Dinner in America. It's kind of a coming of age story. Reminded me a lot of Ghost World and Welcome to the Dollhouse, movies like that. Was very, very
Corn,
good.
apple pie, and bullets.
It's sort of a love letter to punk music as well, and the punk sort of lifestyle. So yeah, it was good. Very good movie. Check that one out too. And follow me on Letterboxd. I think my name is Uberdre, Uberdre. I post everything I see on there. So,
Because fun fact, Andre is a very popular Uber driver.
oh, I had that name since I was in high school. I don't know why. I thought Uber. I always liked the word Uber, the German word for super. I thought it was funny.
Ubermensch.
Yeah, well, Superman.
Yeah. Well, you go see Fantastic Four, everybody. I'm so stoked for that movie.
It's getting like middling reviews, but I think those are from
Is
people that
it?
don't care. Well, like 3.5 out of 5 stars, which is good to me.
Mark Wade
That sounds
said it was as good as Superman.
good. That sounds. He'd be the one to know.
True enough. And he doesn't strike me as a fella who, doesn't speak his mind. I think he's just fluffing it. Yeah. What do here? Do you just want to call it early, or we want to play a game?
You can call it early. It's been a long day. I'm trying to fix up. So I finished that basement, but I got to fix up a few other things in my basement. So I'm kind of still plugging away. And I just took a break to come do this. So if I leave now, I might be able to
right now. Oh
Yeah.
God, I gotta go back and deal with those chickens.
Those chickens are waiting, buddy.
What a disaster it is in there.
How many superheroes are chicken based?
Well, that's a good question. There's the Black Talon. So he's not really a hero.
That name sounds way better than.
Look him up. Look up Black Talon.
I looked up chicken based superheroes.
Does Black Talon come up?
Fish and Chicken
What
is one. Chicken Man. Not a lot of chicken heroes.
Black Talon.
All right. He's not a chicken. He's like a crow or something.
What? That's total chicken. He has a red comb. Look at that red comb. Such a chicken man.
Oh, he's like a voodoo guy. Oh, you're looking at his
Yeah.
old picture. His new picture, he looks way cooler.
Oh. Well,
That's like his
back in the
original
day,
costume.
He always had a red comb and he looked like a chicken.
Yeah, now he looks like this. Yeah.
Now he doesn't even wear the chicken mask. How very disappointing. He was
Bring up
such a
the screen
cool
there.
He used to be such a cool chicken man. Hold on 1 second. I will bring it up in 1 second. All right. Oh, yeah. So he's just like...
They definitely made him much darker in character for sure.
Now I'm going to share the much cooler version.
Yes. The one with the
Black
chicken,
Talon.
the chicken
The
comb
chicken.
on his head.
The chicken man, yes.
Yeah.
That's way cooler, I think. So, what do you think, Rex Goon? Sound off in the comments. Is Chicken Man Black Talon
Look at those feet.
cooler than... See? I mean, chickens don't have as many toes as Black Talon does, but most birds don't. They shouldn't really have given him 4 claws and a back claw. Should be 3 and a back claw. But, you know.
Surely there's a chicken character in Darkwing Duck, probably. So there might be one in there somewhere.
Probably.
I mean, there's Howard the Duck. There's lots of bird-based people, but not.
There's got to be more chickens.
Speaking of
Be
chickens,
like a Squirrel Girl character that controls chickens.
Pollo Loco. Speaking of chickens, there's a great graphic novel called Elmer. If you haven't read it, you should. It's basically about, I think it's like a comet passes by Earth or something, and all of a sudden chickens are as smart as humans.
Wow.
And it's sort of about the
Wrote it.
world we live in. Elmer. Filipino. Jerry Allen Geelan. It's a very interesting sort of take on how our relationship with food and with chickens and it's an excellent book. I highly suggest it.
All right. That one sounds interesting. I'll check that out. Oh, and I finally downloaded Marvel Unlimited. I didn't sign up for it yet, but I finally downloaded it. So,
Nice.
step 1.
Well, $10 a month and pretty much every comic ever is there. So
Pretty great. All right, well. See you all next week, I guess.
check out the X-rated X-Men Evolution. Check out Graphic Histories podcast.
Oh, hold on.
Check
Yeah,
out the other UFP podcast.
The Graphic Histories Podcast.
What's going on the sister show?
Yeah, we could do episode dropped yesterday with Vladimir Popov.
Fun episode.
Yeah, really cool guy. He sent me some of his academic writings about superheroes, which I read a little bit of. I haven't got through they're not super long, but I just kind of skimmed it when he first sent it. I didn't have a chance to actually read it. It's excellent. Yeah, really fun talk. I really enjoyed talking with him.
Yeah. All right.
What did you feel about the episode? Did you like it?
Yeah, I liked it. Seemed like a cool guy.
Also, I think
Some
on
perspectives from other countries and stuff too on comics.
I think on Monday I'm hosting the Superman debate show.
I believe you are. Yep.
Yeah. So Check out that
There you
too.
go. Check out Trivial Debates last month. Well, it was only like a week or two ago.
Who's on
the
that?
Fantastic Four one. People I don't know. Well, one person I know and two people I don't know that Murphy found.
You're not in it?
No.
Ooh.
On a Superman debate? No.
Ooh.
All my answers would be Dean Cain, and I'd get booed off the show.
No, there's a time when he was, as a nerd, a kid nerd that didn't have a lot of options for what to watch. Superhero wise, that was all I had, and I watched that show religiously.
I
thought
like a kid in the 90s. He was my Superman.
The guy from Mutant X that played Lex on it was good.
Yeah. What is his name? But yeah, he's a good actor.
Michael, what's his name? Hold on. It's gonna come to me. John Shea.
John Shea. Yep.
He was he was the Professor X type character on Mutant X.
Yeah. They were called the S-Men. Should have been Mutant S.
Yeah, it was such an odd show because it was like trying to kind of be X-Men but not be X-Men because they didn't have the rights to X-Men.
And then Marvel put out Mutant X comics, which makes it even more insane.
Yeah, it's probably just them trying to. Was that around the same time period, or was that much later?
Full circle. No, it was around the same time.
Wow.
But yeah, full circle.
What age we live in?
Support the show at patreon.com/X-Men Review Show. Contact us at X-Men Review Show at gmail.com. Or hit me up on the Facebooks, because I can only handle one social media platform of the dozens that I'm sure are out there. And find our audio-only version wherever you get your podcasts. Oh, Hanif just said we're hilarious. I think he means that sincerely, and thank you, Hanif.
Thank you,
Hanif.
Hanif.
Very funny and entertaining to the ex-goons out there, and nice of you to say so. Please like, review, and subscribe. Get us some reviews, everybody. I know I say that a lot, but review us. We want
Review us. Review us.
Just take a minute. Put a review out there. Facebook bumped us up a visibility tier again.
Ooh.
Yeah. And follow us on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. And find our whole family of podcasts at ufpodcast.com. Or, probably on some social media platform somewhere. Because people don't really go to websites anymore. Websites are kind of gone. I guess that's it. Any final words for the X-Goons?
Be kind to each other.
Catch you next time.
Oh man, I'm trapped here.
I'll take care of it.
Bye!